What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video production of Star Realm Entertainment. It's your boy, Nova Ray, aka the Black Knight. Now, today, I want to do something special for y'all. My bad, I got distracted by the beat. This beat go hard. Anyway, yeah, man, I want to do something special for y'all. You know what I mean? And today, I wanted to do a comic book kind of series because I recently, y'all gotta excuse me, I'm getting over a cold, but recently I've been investing in comic books because I always had a slight interest in comics, but I never really like heavily invested in them until now. And it's amazing work of art, some art that like really inspired me and everything like that. And one of the ones that I want to go over with y'all today is this one right here. I found this. It's that young Johnny Quest. You know what I mean? Now, I know a lot of y'all don't know about Johnny Quest because it's such an old cartoon. But to me, when I seen this, I was like, dang, boy, I gotta get it. So I got it. For $2. It's flipped. But if I flip it the other way, it's $2. You know what I mean?
Hinge is the dating app that's designed
So,
to be
for me, I was like, okay, well, maybe I should do like comic reviews too. Because I have a ton of comic books. And if y'all like this video, then I'll do more. I'm not like a big comic book nerd to where I like know every detail, like the artist and the writer and everything like that. All I know is, hey, I see a book and it captures my interest, and I'm gonna go from there. This book right here, I'm about to like open this with y'all, and then we gonna go over this book together because I didn't even know they did Johnny Quest comics or anything like that. So, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, Johnny Quest. Let's see. All right. So, this is the cover for Johnny Quest. I just took it out the case. And it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. I like the back art too. I guess if you think about it, now I don't really like looking at it. It's like one massive piece of art, as you can see. I actually like that though. That's pretty dope. You got Johnny, Native American dude, and on this part right here, you can see Race Bandit, Race Bandit, Dr. Quest, and Haji right there at the campfire. You got Johnny right here. So that's pretty dope. I like that. But I never opened this book before, so. And it says Werewolf of Timberland. You know what I mean? The The art is pretty dope. I like it. It's pretty old school too. And then here we got like scenes of like the first page that gets you really into the tale. Um, I never seen a book like this before. It's completely new. I don't even know how about like to like review and go over this book with y'all, but the art is pretty dope. I like it, and it's like one of those things where it's like it's very vintage. See, I like these pages right here. It's very vintage, very old. I think when was this book made? This book was made 1987. Hanna Barbera. Shout out to Hanna Barbera. And if you have a favorite Hanna Barbera cartoon that you like, let me know in the comments below. But I like Hanna Barbera, and definitely Johnny Quest is one of my favorite. Um, I just wish I invested more into like the old school cartoons as a kid, but I'm kind of like rediscovering it now. You know what I mean? Uh, dang. So in this scene right here, we got the guys at the camp. You know what I mean? So you got Haji, you got Race, Dr. Quest, you got the camp chilling, and they just kind of looking like, hey, yo, like, we got this camp, all right? We gonna set up right here. We gonna teach y'all how to be men. You feel me? Like, we just out there and have a good time. You feel me? At the same time, you know, Dr. Quest is on his Dr. Quest hype. You feel me? Like, look at this man going in. I mean, like, look, boys, this is our camp. We don't want you to do nothing stupid. You know how it is because my life is dangerous because I'm Dr. Quest. Right, Race? And, you know, Race, he just like, right, Dr. Quest? Just make sure you pay me on time. And I want at least $5. You know what I mean? And then, you know, Dr. Quest like, all right, chill. You feel me? Like, I got you on your $5. You feel me? You just help me set up camp. We'll be alright. I'm gonna do my research too on the side because at the same time we just ain't out here camping. You know what I mean? So I love it. I really do love it. Like, this is dope. So in this scene, we got Haji and Johnny sleep. You feel me? And some dudes is in the wood chopping down trees. And then Race and Dr. Quest is like, hey yo man, who the heck out there chopping down the trees and stuff like that? We out here trying to sleep and stuff. And then they go investigate, you feel me? Or hopefully they just stay asleep. But like, you got Haji and Johnny. Like, I don't know what that was, but we out here chilling. And then Bandit just like, hey, skunk, get out of my face. You know what I mean? So it's kind of epic. I like it. I like it. Dang. So I don't know who the artist is for this comic, but I love the style. It's very old and vintage. And then here in this scene, we got them meeting up with a Native American dude. And he's like, hey, yo, man, make sure you respect these woods, you feel me? Because the last thing you want to do is disturb the spirits. And, you know, Johnny, if you know Johnny Quest, you know, they'd be like, man, what's that mean? What does that mean, man? We don't know that about the spirits. Yes, please tell me about the spirits. You know, so you got Native American bro letting them know the real. Like, hey, yo, the spirits of the woods, you gotta respect it. You know what I mean? Because if you don't, bad stuff will happen. And that's how you get into that situation, which makes Johnny Quest. And I respect it. You know, because the last thing you want to do is disturb the peace of a sacred space. That might be like a sacred area that they at. So, we'll see. So apparently they got lost like the Native American bro was like, hey yo, if you walk down this pathway, bro, you'll see the river and then you find your camp. You know what I mean? I don't know why y'all here in the woods by yourself, but make sure you stay in the direction that you need to go to get to your camp. And it looks like, let's see, a logging camp. That's a sawmill up there in a flume. Okay. So they discover a sawmill while walking up the river. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, sawmill. It's kind of epic. I don't know, man. I'm trying to get down to the nitty gritty and see what's going on. It says this mill is just a little way upstream from our camp, Haji. Let's check in with Dad and Race now. Then maybe we can come back here. See? Okay, yeah. So like they were on their way back to camp and they came across that sawmill, but you know, in Johnny Quest usually Haji and Johnny they like to like explore and discover new things for themselves. I'm like, hey, like they always get into some stuff, but then like they some really smart kids. They're not dumb, you know. Um Haji goes on to say, Johnny, isn't that one of the men who told your father to leave the woods? Okay, so I missed that part. For this series, I missed that part where Haji is like thinking about how like this guy is telling him to leave the woods. I didn't even know that. Um these guys like they're on to something. Like and that's the thing about kids too, because kids they'll figure things out a little bit more way faster than like adults. I don't know why, I don't know how. But like never underestimate kids because they smart. So look, you even got like a portion of it where the guy is like sticking a gun at Johnny and Haji. And that panel says, okay. So Johnny says, um, okay, so in this panel right here, Haji is like, what do you make of it, Johnny? They're putting heavy bricks into hollow. Okay, so Johnny is saying they're putting heavy bricks into hollow out sections of big logs. Okay, sus. Now, not bricks, Johnny. Gold bars. All right, gold. Yeah, Haji, you're right. They're gold smugglers, so they smuggling gold at the sawmill. You know what I mean? And let's see, they float those specially marked logs in among thousands of others downriver to cross the border into the United States. And then like this cat right here comes out with the gun and he's like, bro, you discover our operation, you feel me? It's bad, bro. Y'all the ops. Y'all the ops, bro. And he goes on and be like, you are very smart for one so young. Now march ahead of me into the mill. You know what I mean? That's crazy. What would you do if you was camping in the woods with your kids and you had this ugly bruh out of nowhere point a gun at your kids? And I was like, bruh, you know too much, bruh. Take your butt in the sawmill because, nah, this ain't cool. You messing up our operation. Getting in the way of the cash flow. Bruh, this story is lit. I love Johnny Quest, me personally. Just because the different type of adventures that they get in is unlike anything, any other cartoon got into. Look, they shooting stuff. They shooting at the kids, bruh. They shooting at the kids. They like, bruh, y'all know too much. Cause like, and literally, in real life, like people will do this to your kids. You feel me? They'll come after y'all and be like, hey, yo, like you know too much, bruh. Like I'm about to murk you. You got this dude right here putting on the wolf pelt. Like, alright. I'm about to bring this spirit to life. I guess the wolf spirit, which makes him the werewolf. And there's rumors, like if you look up like the tradition of werewolves and everything like that, they say that men will go wild and crazy, and they'll wear like wolf pelt to give them a wolf-like form and hunt like actual wolves. And that's what this man is doing in this panel right here. In the next scene, you get Haji and Johnny back at the camp, and they get in trouble. See, they get in trouble. You got Race right there. Look, Race is telling him like, what did he say? So they sipping broth or whatever, and then Haji is like, we're okay. We're not even shivering anymore. And then Race is like, your clothes are dry now. Go in the tent and put them on. And then like Johnny is like, yeah, sure, Race. You want to hear about the Indian and the wolf and the ghost smugglers at the logging? And I don't know what's going on, but like Race is being very demanding about going into the tent. And you know, Johnny and Haji, they just like, bro, let's just go in the tent, bro, because we don't make this man more mad. Because for some reason, Race is going to drill sergeant mode right now, which is understanding because you know they little boys. You feel me? Like, and they're concerned grown-ups. Um, they're back. They're back with. Oh, they're back with us, Race. I'm thankful for that. And that Race is like, yeah, I am too, Doctor. Guess those woods are making me jumpy. You know, because Race, he an itchy dude. He like trigger on the finger kind of guy. Like he like Clint Eastwood. Shoot first, ask questions later. You know what I mean? That's Race. You know what I mean? And then you got this dude in the wolf silhouette lurking in the woods. And then you got Dr. Quest saying, we are being watched. Look, up there. You know? And they look in the hills. I don't know. They looking. But they ain't looking in the right direction. You feel me? There's Dr. Quest saying, like, look. You feel me? But then you got this dude right here in the wolf pellet looking right behind him. That's tight. I like that. We discovering comics together, just so you know. So I just noticed something wild in this scene where we have Race, right? We have Race and Dr. Quest. And Dr. Quest is like, oh, bro, because the dog went missing. And the dog name is Bandit. Right. So Race is like, hey, yo, bro, like, I think I hear the dog in the bushes, bro. He might be coming back. And then, like, Johnny is like, bro, do you hear Bandit, Haji, bro? And then Race is like, bro, that ain't no Bandit, bro. That ain't no Bandit. You see his face right there? He's like, bro, that ain't Bandit, bro. Like, I don't know what that is, but they ain't Bandit. Come to find out, there's this wolf right here. And then they just like, bro, that was like the biggest dog I've ever seen in my entire life. Then you see this wolf charging at something in the bushes. Now you got Bruh over here that's nervous. You know what I mean? Like he like, hey yo, that wolf spotted me. And then Dr. Quest kind of like states the obvious. It's like whatever that wolf is, bro, that wolf is chasing after something in the woods. I mean, you see Brad running from the wolf. Because that wolf is on his butt like white on rice. You know what I mean? So, man, that's crazy. Because that's the same wolf that was... I think he's friends with the Native American dude that we seen in the earlier scene. You feel me? And I guess, like, the wolf, by instinct, is protecting the camp from this intruder. And the intruder with the wolf pelt on is the ghost smuggler. So that's dope. I like that. I like that a lot. Now, let's see. So, in this scene, gets a little hectic. You feel me? You got the wolf backing bruh into a corner, and this man don't want no smoke. Look, that's the panel. I said, hey, yo, wolf, bruh. I don't want no smoke, bruh. We good, bruh. How many of us have them? A show of hands. Friends. You know what I mean? And the wolf is like, nah, bro, we ain't no friends. And bro take a dive off the cliff and fall into the water, which is the river. Now Race, bro, like I said, he a Clint Eastwood kind of dude. So he was ready to pop the wolf. And he had a clear shot, clearly. He was ready to pop, bro. And then next thing you know, we got our Native American brother pop out the woods out of nowhere. He's like, hey, yo, bro. Hey, check this out, bruh. Don't be shooting my wolf homie, bruh. He the homie. We cool people. We saved your kids, you know what I mean? And then Race is like, hey, yo, who the heck, whose mans is this? Whose mans is coming out the cuts, bruh? Because I pop you too. Next thing you know, you got Johnny and Haji pop out the tent. And then, hey, yo, bruh. Hey, yo. Chill, Race, bruh. Chill. Unc Race, bruh. Unc Race, bruh. Chill out. You know, you got both of them screaming at the same time. And then Race is just looking like, all right, bruh. If this the case, bruh, and you say he friend, not foe, then mofos need to start explaining themselves. You know what I mean? So Native American, bruh, come out the cuts. And it's like, bruh, hey, yo, bruh, I'm homies with your boy Johnny. You know what I mean? And I saved him from the mill. Because that's basically what happened is the Native American dude saves Haji and Johnny from the ghost smugglers. And he's telling them what happened to confirm what Haji and Johnny was trying to tell. And that's kind of what I mean about how like adults underestimate kids because even though they're young and they still learning and stuff like that, they got a sense of truth that contributes to the greater picture too. You know what I mean? Like everybody is important, even kids. Like their minds, they matter. They still developing, but from the knowledge that they can recollect from, you feel me? Like whatever they can dig from, it still contribute to the greater picture. You feel me? So kids' lives matter. Then at the end of the tale, we got Bandit. And the next day happened. Bandit's like, hey yo, I hear something in the bush. Next thing you know, Bandit the dog comes out the bush. But mind you, he was tangling with the skunk in the beginning of the story. And next thing you know, he stinks because you know he got peed on by the skunk. So now you got Race and Dr. Quest telling Johnny, "Hey yo, bruh, this your dog, bruh. He stank. He a little funky. You feel me? A little musky here and there. You know what I mean? Smelling like skunk pee. Hey yo, take your dog to the river and start scrubbing him, bro, because we ain't having that. Like, stay away from him, bro. We don't want that funk on you, bro. Do your job because you don't." And Johnny just like, bro, why me, bro? Why? Why I gotta be the one in the doo doo? Why I gotta be in the doo doo? Dang, Bandit, you got me in the doo doo. And then that's pretty much the end of the story. Now, Johnny Quest, man. Johnny Quest, bro. So the artist's name was Dave Stevens. Um, along with a guy named Doug Wadley. And the publisher name is Phil Lasorda. Lasorda. Phil Lasorda. In 1986. You know what I mean? It's the 80s, bruh. Look at that throwback. Look at that throwback. I ain't gonna lie though. It was a little short story. I mean, like I said, like I'm new to the comic game. It's like a whole new atmosphere for me. I don't know what to expect most of the time. Um, But that was actually really good. Um, and honestly, that's kind of one of the reasons why like I started to get in to like comic stories a little bit more now because like as a person who loves to draw, like absolutely love to draw, um, like I like appreciating the history of where this art come from. I mean, and it's kind of like Chad Muska put it in words the best, where he was like, if you don't understand your history, it makes it hard for you to understand yourself in the present, or something like that. Basically, you have to honor your history in order to appreciate the present and move forward in the future. You feel me? Without that appreciation of the history, you will not understand your foundation to grow further into the future. You feel me? So, and that's why I'm like, as an artist, like I'm like, okay, like I told myself as a kid, I'm like, I'm into cartoons, and I really want to do like cartoons. That's like my thing, you know. But like without knowledge and foundation of the history of where cartoons come from, for me, because I like classics, like I like classic Disney, I like classic Cartoon Network, and I like classic Marvel and DC. Why? Because to me, so we're caught up in so much of what it is in today's society of like this is what it is. We got this new joint dropping, like you should watch this on the live stream. And there's some classic stuff on the live stream too. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I know we still got Boomerang and stuff like that, but like how many kids will find it crucial enough to like go back and be like, oh, my dad used to watch this. I want to go back and watch this because, and it's not even like, it's not about, it is about the work and admiration about the work. And I feel like if you inspired to like want to do work yourself, then you have a little bit deeper appreciation for the artists and the creators and everybody that's on the team who helped develop that story. But for people who are just like investing themselves into the story as what the market would consider consumers, um, it's not just because you like the story. It's because of the fact that somebody special in your life introduced you to this story. It's because you know that your dad likes Superman and he introduced you to Superman. Not because he wanted to force Superman down your throat, but because of the fact that like he's sharing the joys of his childhood with you, and even if you don't like Superman, at least it like plants a seed to inspire you to like learn more about these types of stories, because maybe like Superman, like maybe he was in a stuck situation as a kid, and then Superman gave him that inspiration to where the outcome was something super positive for him. In a stuck situation, he might be like, okay, I'm here now, but in my mind, what would Superman do? And it could be with anything or anybody. You feel me? It don't have to be anything particular with comics, but for me, it's with cartoons because when I was little, I was a big cartoon kid. And there's been plenty of moments in my life and real life, especially in school and elementary, middle school, all that, where I ask myself, like, okay, if I, like, let's say, like, I got ganged up by a bunch of demons, right? And like when I was a kid, I asked myself, what would Goku do? Like I would just turn Super Saiyan on the spot because as an American, African American, in my mind, my thought process, since like I'm trained and taught in the American and English way, to me, demons don't comprehend like the full subtleness of um, what it is that inspires me. And so, like, let's say, like, I watched a scary movie, like Michael Myers or something like that, and I used to have nightmares about that stuff when I was a kid. I used to be scared of the dark. I was very scared of the dark. Um, and I'll think like, You know what? Like if Michael Myers came out of nowhere and he tried to kill me in real life and he want to give me nightmares and stuff like that, guess what? Freddy Krueger and all that, guess what? What they don't know, I would just go Super Saiyan on them. You know, and it worked every time. Like Dragon Ball Z, save me from my nightmares. You feel me? Like, and that's the thing. Like, our imagination is it can be utilized like a weapon, which is like, oh, I want to do another video on this. Might do 2 videos in one day. I'll stand by. Just bear with me, cause it's a lot going on with me. But like, you know, Wu Tang. You feel me? How they said that like your tongue is the sword. You know, and like grabbing your mic. The mic is a sword too. It's a tool to like handle your business and stuff like that. Shout out to Wu Tang Clan. Um, you know, and that's kind of how I feel with the imagination. You know, the imagination itself is a sword, is a weapon. It could be a weapon or a tool, or it can even be an instrument, but is something for you as a human being to utilize to like persevere through any circumstance that might, you know, make you feel stuck. But those are just my thoughts I want to share with y'all. I know it's been a while. Uh, it's been a while since I made a video, man. Um, oh my goodness. And anyway, to on the closeout, man, comic books, comic books. If you like this whole entire review on Johnny Quest, let me know. I'll do more videos like that. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, I was winging it today. But I wanted to share that with y'all so y'all understand where I'm coming from when it comes to like cartoons and stuff like that. Um, and I have like a deep appreciation for the art. You feel me? It's a craft. You know what I mean? Like that's why I'm trying to practice like my Mandarin calligraphy right now. It's gonna be more of that. But at the same time it's inspirational, you feel me? Like it's a craft. It is a craft that many people have put their life and soul into this. You feel me? And there's so many old comics. You feel me? Like I got more. So if y'all want to see more, let me know in the comments what y'all think. Like, subscribe. You feel me? And let's keep this channel rolling. I'm trying to make this channel more adventurous, but best believe it will be a lot more adventurous. So in the meantime, stay up, stay active, stay alive. That's all I got to say. This your boy Nova Ray, aka King Nova, aka the Black Knight. You know what I mean? Oh wait, hold on. Y'all thought I was playing? Literally the Black Knight. You know what I mean? The Black Knight. I actually made that design. It's pretty cool. The Black Knight, baby. Let's go. This your boy Nova Ray signing off. And y'all have a blessed day. Praise God.